Something happened, y'all, that I feel like I gotta record this moment, however ugly it is, because it's important. I realized that as I kept on posting my vlogs, I started tweaking the special recipe of what makes a vlog so special. I started cutting out more and more as I went along, the little details, because you feel like you're getting accustomed to yourself and to the things that you should say and what you should portray and what shouldn't be portrayed. But at the beginning, everything is raw. You even want to record a fucking droplet coming from the sky, and you want to record everything at the beginning, and then you start like losing that enthusiasm of capturing everything, and you start cutting down. And it's been on my mind to not do that, to reverse effect that practice. And that's the reason why, you know, I was still editing. I was planning on, like I told y'all earlier, to just pick up the camera again. But I just want you guys to be part of what I'm feeling this morning and what I've been feeling since I got here. This could be a very lonely pursuit of career, you know. So you along the way, you will ask yourself a lot of questions of why you're doing something. And when you're not asking yourself, is the universe throwing those questions at you over and over again until you can't avoid them anymore. During my career, I have hit many resets, and they've taught me a lot. However, my desire, it's always stayed the same, to do it the right way. But sometimes that is the simplistic, that's just the enthusiasm part of it. You gotta learn how to get there. And the universe and God has this way of making you learn where you're supposed to be at by going through a lot of different things. And as you guys know and may have watched my past videos, you guys have had a glimpse of the type of struggle I went through to get to where I'm at. It's just fascinating right now to see we can call it aftermath, but it's not all bad, of the effects that those experiences have imprinted in my soul. I'll just be vulnerable and share this with you guys. I take my craft serious, and sometimes I operate off of passion. It is necessary that if you are pursuing something in this industry, you are informed and you have the resources to be taken serious. And that's one of the biggest pieces of advice I can ever give anybody. Take your profession seriously. That's the only key to demand professionalism from other people. That's it. And I say this to say because sometimes passion can just be passion, you know, without the proper information. And so I've operated with a lot of different videographers in my career. And you know, most of the time I'm operating off of my own experience. Like, what I want to get out of it is not just a beautiful connection, but at the end of the day, I have work to deliver. I have deadlines to meet, personal expectations. And when things go left, it really has hurt and scarred my soul. And you guys, I've had such a vast array of scenarios with, in particular, videographers that, you know, it would be all fun and games, and we would spend half a day together, you know. We think we're on the same page about stuff. And then they walk away and I'm asking for the footage, and now they want to pull the power card on me, and it just seems sometimes a battle of like getting footage. Like, this shit is like really unexplainable, bro. Like, and yeah, last time I traveled to New York, and I was coming from Atlanta. I was coming back from Atlanta. It was last month. I think it was December. I came back in January. I was away for mad long, but anyways, like I decided to shoot with it was the end of January. I decided to shoot with somebody, and when we parted ways, and I asked for the rest of the footage back, this guy hit me back with, don't you know I have a life, that I'm busy as well? And when I tell you guys, accountability is key. I always take into consideration, what could I have done better? What could I have, you know, not necessarily how I could have interacted better with people, but for me, it's like, how can I be more knowledgeable? So back then, I didn't invest into something like this. So artists, creatives, if you're on the go and you need the footage right away, invest into something like this. You can use your own SD card when you book photographers and videographers, and then you dump this shit right into your computer. And so I'm thinking of ways how I can be smarter about my business, so I can be taken more serious, so I don't walk away from a circumstance or a scenario without the work. And you know, you can expect people to do anything, but receiving a message like that, it just hurts. So you don't take it as hurt, but you learn from it, right? So I took the L and I took the lesson. And so next time I was like, you know what? I was watching the days passing by, and he wasn't sending anything. And he was posting on social media and whatnot. So I was like, I have to make a round back into New York City anyways, after I come from out of town in Philly, because I was shooting the new TV show that I'm part of with Breezy's Angels. And so I make my round back, and I schedule a new videographer to basically repeat the same content that I didn't receive from last time, and add some more stuff that I wanted to get done on the list of things that I wanted to get done content-wise. And so boom, right? You know, I try not to approach any scenario with like trauma attached to it. Like I said, I'm very proactive in learning from the past, and I treat I want to say, at least I treat everyone with respect and love, and I want to make you feel comfortable around me. And so, you know, this videographer and I are chopping it up. There's some like spottiness in the communication though before the shoot, and I'm just like, in my eyes, I'm closing my eyes. I'm saying red flag, red flag. So okay, so instead of you know, giving a reaction or anything, I'm just asking him, hey, are you really sure? Are you really locked in? But in the meantime, I'm looking for somebody else as a backup. I'm being proactive. I bought the thing, and I know that on the day of, we're gonna be shooting, and I made him aware of this. We're gonna be shooting on his SD card, but we're gonna be dumping everything on this time. So boom, right? So we spent a whole afternoon shooting all the content and everything, the same content that I'm getting my hands on, editing right now. And comes to find out, when we get to a spot on a corner sitting down, I pull up my computer to dump all the footage in. Some of the files aren't compatible, and now you got to look for like a software to make it compatible so I can view it. But and you know, I got my resources, so I'm doing my studies while, you know, he's saying what he's saying about the file types. So I'm calling all my people and say, is this like a thing? Is this ever happened to you? Is this occurring to you? You know, my friend was like, 90% of people have not ran into this issue. Like when you shoot with photographers and videographers, usually the file type is accepted. Also, there's no reason why you couldn't open it on your computer, and there's no reason why when trying dumping all the files into your phone, none of them was compatible. So it's like, what did I buy this for? So now I'm learning about, okay, I might run in the future into the issue of like a certain camera, of how a videographer shoots file-wise might not be compatible with what I got going on. So boom. So see, I'm getting informed. I'm learning from every single scenario. But shit hit, bro. We filmed the reaction to the Akiway. I pulled up, but I originally wanted to do it with Rob, but Rob was in Dubai, and I talked to his brother Mo, that, you know, did it for us still, and he was really, really kind for doing that. And then he lets us in the back of the store just to chop it up and eat and have our own privacy. Just got tense all of a sudden, and I feel like I was reliving like a similar scenario with that I don't want to relive like all the time, because I feel like social media has messed up a lot of like interactions. Has definitely sped up our attention and patience span and expectations and manners and human feel that people should have with one another. People should have never gotten to a level of being traumatized about when it comes to their emotions and feelings, but somehow we've hurt each other a lot, involuntarily, and somehow that comes out in like a baggage, you know. So in front of KM, which I'm starting to find out now that he's really chill and really cool dude at the end of the day, because he actually sat down and downloaded me the software, you know, of what the footage was going to be compatible and reading, and you know, he's working on my footage this AM, and he got paid and everything. You know, I cried. We was in the back of the Akiway store, and I low-key cried, and he felt my pain, and everything changed at that point. But one thing is for certain, artists, us, don't operate off of passion, and that's it. You're gonna get run over. People is gonna always one-up you on their information that they have. To have the best relationships, to have the best outcomes that work for both of y'all, and to continue to have great relationships, great connections in the industry. You have to be able to balance your passion with balance your emotions with your information. Knowledge and passion, knowledge and talent, not one over the other, not one lower than the other. It's just a balance of things. Yeah. And on a personal level, when it doesn't come to the career, I've just been seeking real connection that don't really like turn into nothing, you know. I understand that people, you know, we may walk into people that are on a different spiritual journey and maybe battling traumas and pains and triggers, and sometimes their reactions are not even like what they want. It just comes out that way, but it still hurts the person receiving it. I don't have a single drop of hate in my heart. I know everybody that has ever hurt me intentionally or unintentionally has also had to do with me and them, their traumas. I just wish peace upon people, to be honest, and pure intentions. I hope this teaches something to somebody. I hope somebody can relate, to be honest. I think these emotions are coming to the surface also because it's such a transitional period of my life. I have God and the universe have decided to make me part ways with two major things that I had going on in my career. And I'm working on accepting and understanding the meaning behind parting ways with these two parties. It's talking to the closest people to me and myself and my ancestors. I do feel in my heart that it's because something greater is coming. I surely want that. In the spirit of needing a real team, I respect that out of myself, that I am on energy preservation mode right now, you know. And it's such a powerful thing to preserve certain energy parts. Sometimes it's just good to cry, y'all, and let it out. I feel like the body is just flashing, and it's good to meditate. Ask yourself questions. Ask yourself, where are you at today? Where you want to go, and what you're going to do to change, you know, certain things that you want to see flourish more in your life. I hope this helped somebody. And I feel like for the length of the video, I'm probably going to post this as like a completely separate video. I love you guys. Thank you for rocking with me. We're going to figure this out. Just know that we're going to figure this out. We're going to do this. We got greater things to do in life. I got great messages. I got messages that it's not even, this shit is not even funny. It's like my ancestors need me to tell you guys these messages. Like, when you're called, you're called. No cap. Stay informed. That's my word. And communicate. Be brave enough in life to, whatever you're going through, pray for being aware of what's going on with you so that you can communicate at all times. And because, you know, people will always be more appreciative about somebody's honesty than being left in like in the obscure. That's it. What time is it? 8:41. I gotta get out the house at 9:30. All right, y'all. I'm gonna keep editing, but love you guys. I really do. I pray for all of you to have a beautiful life. Don't ever give up on your dreams. Whatever is pressing in your heart, whatever you can't stop thinking about, please don't stop thinking about that. And just really go after it. Figure it out. Don't get complacent in feeling the pain because something is not working. I know feeling the pain can kind of feel nice sometimes, you know, seeking people's compassion and validation. But if you really feel in your spirit that's what you want to go after, which for me is music, is what I'm doing, I can't get in a complacent spot. I gotta always reevaluate. What am I doing wrong? How can I fix this? Because there's a solution to every problem. Every single problem. All right, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all next time. It's a wrap for now.